the book of Tafsir, you will see that the scholars understand this ayah as we created. وَأَنزَلْنَا, we descended, as we sent down. They understand it as we created, because they couldn't imagine that the iron comes from the sky. Maybe the water the rain come from the sky, and many light things may come from the sky. But the iron, which is a very heavy thing, it should be from the earth. So they, when they couldn't imagine the ayah literally, they interpreted it. They said, Allah Azza wa Jalla in this ayah, when He say وَأَنزَلْنَا الْحَدِيدَ, we descended the iron, He means that He created the iron as a favor to the humankind from His presence. But today we learn that the iron as an element does not belong to the earth. One day, a while ago, before the beginning of the life maybe in this earth, Allah Azza wa Jalla sent the iron from the sky as a rain to this earth. Today, the scholars of astronomy say that, and they reached to this conclusion, I think. They noticed that the iron does not belong to this earth. It's not from earth. It had came to this earth from outside of this atmosphere. So when we learned that reality, we began to understand the ayah, that ayah, more plainly. وَأَنزَلْنَا الْحَدِيدَ, we descended the iron, and we began to understand the ayah literally. So from that simple example, I understand that when we read the Quran, we should not neglect the meaning of ayah literally, because when Allah chooses a word in a certain place, it means it makes sense. It's very important. Allah Azza wa Jalla say, وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ قِيلًا, and who is the one who is truthful in his words like Allah? Is there anyone more truthful than Allah in his life, in his words? Of course, Allah Azza wa Jalla and His words, there is no any raib, there is no any contradiction in His words. And when He chooses any word in any ayah, it makes sense. We should give importance. We should be careful. We should think about it. And if we cannot understand that information, it means that we should make more research about it. For example, in that ayah about the iron, we should not deny at once and say it's impossible for the iron to come from the sky. We should not approach like that. We should research about the iron. There is something. There is an information in that thing. There is a narration from the unseen. So it's a key for us to reach the truth in that matter. And maybe the same thing happens here, because Allah Azza wa Jalla says in Quran, لِكُلِّ نَبَإٍ, for every prophecy mustaqar. There is a place, a certain place, and a certain time to be noticed, to be understood. So in Quran, Allah Azza wa Jalla informs about many unseen things, and when we read them, we should be careful. We should be, of course, we should give effort to understand them and to make research about them, to understand them, because these are the words of the Creator. And one should not understand my sayings that he wants make us to follow the Quran blindly. No, these things about the news, about the prophecies of the Quran, about the unseen, it does not relate the belief. Of course, the belief should be reasonable. We should understand it. We should reason it. We cannot follow the belief blindly. We cannot say this is a belief and we cannot reason it. We cannot consider about. No, the Quran invites us to think and to understand the way we live, the way we believe. Otherwise, Allah Azza wa Jalla will hold every single person accountable about his life, about his believing, and He will say to him, I gave you the eyes, and I gave you the ears and the heart. Why did you not use them? Why did you not seek the truth? Why did you just follow your parents, just follow the people? So this issue is not about the belief. This issue about the prophecies, about the news of the unseen, or maybe about the news about the creation. For example, the people who read the Quran before us, when they read that ayah that Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَأَنزَلْنَا الْحَدِيدِ, they stopped over there, or they interpreted it. They said, this is a creation of the iron. They couldn't understand it, because this news relates about a big, important knowledge of science. And if they want to understand it, they should make research about it. And the Muslims made that research in that day about that. That will, I think, we would the ones who noticed that the iron does not belong to this earth, and the reality that the fact that it came from the sky. And I mean these issues in this Quran. And in this ayah there is something like that. I don't say that it's exactly like that, but in the ayah, وَأَنزَلَ, He descended for lakum, for you, مِنَ الْأَنْعَامِ, or from cattle, ثَمَانِيَةَ أَزْوَاجٍ, 8 pairs. And like the ayats, like the previous ayats, this ayah also put a very important thing in our life: the an'am, the sheep, the bovines. We live each other with them. We benefit of them, and this benefit is very serious for our life, right? We cannot imagine a life without them. We benefit from their, we eat them, we may make clothes from them, and they are very, very beneficial for our life. And we keep them in our gardens. We look them, we see them, we touch them, we drink the milk from them. So the humankind knows them very well and know their importance in his life. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, depending on this importance, says that He created for you, He descended for you the 8 pairs of cattle. This does not mean that Allah Azza wa Jalla did not create the other animals. Of course He created them, but these animals, I mean the cattle, the 8 pairs of cattle, is such important in the life of the mankind, and because of this importance, Allah Azza wa Jalla says He descended for you them. And the humankind, the man should make the same question about this creation also, about these animals also. Who created them for us? Who made them very beneficial for us? Who puts the relation between us and them, between the milk and between us, between their between them when we are eating them, and between our creation. There is a serious relation between us and them, and it's very clear that whom He sent them wants us to benefit of them. So the same simple questions comes again: who makes all these things? And the answer in the ayah, Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَأَنزَلَ لَكُم مِّنَ الْأَنْعَامِ. He is the one who sent down to you these beneficence. If the man come in the presence of Allah at the Yawm al-Qiyamah, at the resurrection, and says, I wasn't know anything about you, I have forgotten you, I lived life, just a life, eat and drink and sleep, okay. Allah Azza wa Jalla will ask him, why did not say who created the sun, which is very beneficial to me? Who created the air, which you used to breathe in every minute? And who created my parents? Who created the 8 pairs of cattle? Who created the light and the day and night and the moon? Didn't you ask any question about that? No, I didn't ask. Then you denied all the ayats. Did you think that these all things, and especially you are, created for nothing? أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المؤمنين. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.